Hello everybody, I'm Court and welcome to another Fallout 4 video. In this video we are going to talk about the newly confirmed, leaked, I guess, perks. These are now complete, they are all confirmed by a unscrupulous person who had a early copy. I'm a bit miffed that someone who'd leak stuff would get a copy, but I didn't. Well, let's not complain about that, shall we? In this video I'm going to go through all the perks. And there's gonna be links down below if you wanna go through them on the website with me. And there's gonna be timestamps for each of the special attributes if you wanna skip ahead. And at the end of the video, I'm also going to talk about what kind of character I'm going to be playing for my upcoming Let's Play. So be tuned for that. There are not gonna be any spoilers in this for the story, only gameplay stuff. So, let's get started. Starting off in strength, the first perk is the Iron Fist. Now this is obviously one that you'll want if you want to spec as a unarmed character, and there are a total of 5 ranks. Now remember, as I talked about in previous videos, besides all of these perks that I'm going to talk about here, there are going to be perks that are tied to the magazines you'll find in the game, such as Grognak, the Barbarian in the previous games. Unsurprisingly, all of the Iron Fist ranks have to do with dealing more damage and being more effective in close quarter combat, such as crippling limbs and a chance to paralyze with criticals when you're in VATS. Next up, Strength 2, we have Big Leagues. This is a given if you want to be a melee fighter with weapons, such as the baseball bat, as the name implies. With ranks in Big Leagues, you will do more damage and you'll have chance to disarm your opponents, as well as hit in a cone in front of you, which is pretty damn awesome. Or, as the top rank, you can Grand Slam their head clean off. That is a sight to behold. Strength 3, the Armorer. Now this is interesting because it's tied to the crafting system, and it's probably one that I want to get for my playthrough. It appears that there are ranks of armor mods that you can craft, and this perk will give you increasingly powerful ranks of them, up to rank 4. So if you want to craft your own stuff, this is a good one to have. Following armor at strength 4, we have Blacksmith. This is kind of the same thing. You have melee weapons, rank mods, up to rank 3. So if you want to craft some very interesting melee weapons, this is the perk for you. At strength 5 we have Heavy Gunner. This is all about heavy weapons like the minigun and I guess the plasma caster and stuff like that if they are in the game. And rocket launchers probably. It's all about doing more damage and having better accuracy. And at rank 4 you can actually stagger your opponents. That is pretty neat. At strength 6 we have the Strong Back perk. This is gonna be one of my favorite perks probably, because I am a pack rat when it comes to these games. It all has to do with carry weight and what you can do while you are carrying a lot of stuff. So rank 1 and 2 is more carry weight, and rank 3 you can use action points to run while you are over encumbered. And at rank 4 you can fast travel while over encumbered, which has been a problem in the past games. So that is probably one that I want to get. At strength 7, we have Steady Aim. That is all about accuracy when you are not looking down the iron sights of a weapon. It's all about the hip-fire accuracy with any gun. At strength 8, we have Basher. Basher is all about doing melee damage with your guns, as well as crippling your opponent. At strength 9, we have Rooted. With this perk you will get damage resistance and do more damage when you are standing still with melee weapons and unarmed. And at rank 3 you can actually disarm people when you get hit by melee weapons by them. So if you want to stand and deliver, this is the one for you. At strength 10 we have Pain Train. With this perk you can sprint into enemies and stagger them while you are wearing a power armor. And with increasing ranks you can do more damage and stagger them even more, and even knocking them down and doing damage with impact landing. I'm guessing that's gonna be when you like jump off ledges and stuff. You'll do like a splash damage attack when you land. Over to the perception perks. Starting with Perception 1, Pickpocket. Pickpocket has been a staple of the games so far. It allows you to rifle through NPCs' inventories and stealing stuff from them or placing stuff from them inside. At rank 2, you can place a light grenade in their pockets, which is always a hoot. And at rank 3 and 4, you can steal equipped weapons and items. At Perception 2, we have Rifleman. This perk is all about doing more damage and ignoring the target's armor with your non-automatic rifles. So if you're using sniper rifles or cowboy repeaters or something like that, this is a good one to have. And at rank 4 and 5, you can cripple limbs. At Perception 3, we have Awareness. When you're in VATS, you can use this perk to see the level and damage resistances of enemies targeted, which brings a strategic advantage. If, for example, you meet a mutant that is resistant to radioactive weapons, which are in the game, you might want to switch to a projectile weapon instead. At Perception 4, we have the Locksmith perk. The Locksmith is all about picking locks, and at rank 4, your bobby pins will never break during lockpicking, which is pretty good. But I wonder if there's going to be a overabundance of bobby pins. I remember both in Fallout 3 and New Vegas, bobby pins eventually became very abundant. You never really ran out, so there was no real point in trying to conserve them. And I'm guessing that you can also craft them from like spikes and stuff, or nails in this game. We'll have to see how that works out. At Perception 5, we have Demolition Expert. This perk is all about doing more damage with explosives and throwing and doing more damage in a larger area with grenades. And at rank 4, you can shoot enemy mines and grenades in VATS to do double damage. At Perception 6, we have Night Person. With this perk, you will gain 2 intelligence and perception when it's nighttime out. And if you get rank 2, you'll get 3 to intelligence and perception, and you'll have night vision when you're sneaking. At Perception 7, Refractor. This will give you energy resistance against lasers and stuff like that, and it's kind of similar to the Shining Armor perk back from Fallout 3. So basically, it makes you more tanky against laser weapons or energy weapons. At Perception 8, we have Sniper. With the Sniper perk, you can hold your breath to get better accuracy, as well as knock down your opponents and gaining more accuracy when you're doing headshots in VATS, if you're using non-automatic scoped rifles. At Perception 9, we have Penetrator. Because there is a cover system in the game, with this perk you can actually try to ignore those that are hiding behind cover, and with rank 2 there is no decrease in accuracy against them. So a very handy perk to have in entrenched battles with firearms. At Perception 10, we have Concentrated Fire. With this perk, you'll gain accuracy bonuses when you are targeting the same limb in VATS. And at rank 3, you'll do 20% more damage. And over to Endurance. At Endurance 1, we have Toughness. With this perk, you will gain damage resistance according to your rank, which is a good overall thing to have against pretty much all kinetic weaponry. So anything from melee weapons to bullets, this is gonna help you. At Endurance 2, we have Lead Belly. With this perk, you will get less rads from food and drink. And with higher perks, you can actually eliminate the rads gained. I predict this is gonna be very handy, at least in early leveling. But there is not gonna be a hardcore mode, so it could turn out that food and water are not going to be that highly sought after, and it's only going to be in emergencies. Nonetheless, in early game this could be a good one to have. And the way rad works in this game is like there's I guess your maximum HP gets like pushed down if you get more rads. I think that's how it works. At Endurance 3 we have Life Giver. This is all about getting more healthy, and you at rank 3 can get a slow regen. At Endurance 4 we have Chem Resistant. Now if you aren't familiar, chems are basically like synthetic drugs that you can use in the game to get powerful but short-term bonuses. And they usually come with drawbacks as well. And you can get addicted to these, which will bring a different set of drawbacks. And with this perk, you will be more resistant to it. Endurance 5, Aqua Boy. There are going to be underwater sections in this game, and with this perk, you will not take radiation damage and you can breathe underwater. And at rank 2 you can also become undetectable, which implies that there are going to be underwater enemies as well. I wonder if there's going to be a way to fight underwater, because that was a problem in the previous games. Because you couldn't, you automatically holstered your weapons, and I believe the enemies could not fight you either. Unless you count Skyrim, which had like mud crabs and slaughterfish. Endurance 6, Rad Resistant. Pretty self-explanatory, it's all about getting more resistant to radiation. Endurance 7, Adamantium Skeleton. This perk makes a return, and it's all about reducing limb damage so you don't get crippled while you are out fighting, or running, or jumping off high buildings or something like that. Don't want to break your legs. Endurance 8, Cannibal. With this perk you can actually eat human corpses to restore health, and at higher perks you can eat ghouls and super mutants as well. Endurance 9, Ghoul. With this perk you will be, internally at least, there's no like ghoul system like a werewolf or something from Skyrim, but internally, and you can roleplay as one if you'd like, you can be a ghoul, which means that radiation is no longer a problem, and it will actually regenerate your health instead of damaging it. And at rank 3, feral ghouls will randomly become friendly. Endurance 10, Solar Powered. This perk is sort of the antithesis of the previous Night Person perk from Perception. With this one, you get +2 strength and endurance when it's sun time out, so between 6 AM and 6 PM. And at higher ranks, you will heal your radiation and health in sunlight. Over to Charisma. At Charisma 1, we have Cap Collector. This is all about being a trader. You get better selling and buying prices, and you can eventually invest, like in Skyrim, to raise a store's buying capacity. Charisma 2, Lady Killer. Or Man Killer, depending on the gender of your soul survivor. With this perk you'll do more damage against the opposite sex, and it'll be easier to persuade them in dialogues. At Charisma 3 we have Lone Wanderer. This is all for you if you want to be a solo character with no companions, and you will take less damage, carry more weight, and eventually do more damage if you don't have a companion around. At Charisma 4 we have Attack Dog. This is all about the effectiveness of your dog meat companion. He can hold enemies down, cripple them, and make them bleed. At Charisma 5 we have Animal Friend. With this perk you can either pacify or sort of tame animals that are lower level than you. At Charisma 6 we have Local Leader. This is all about managing your settlements. At rank 1 you can establish supply lines between workshop settlements, and at rank 2 you can build stores and workstations. Charisma 7, Party Boy. Besides chems you can also ingest alcohol in this game, and with this you will not get addicted, and the effects of alcohol can be doubled, as well as increase your luck. At Charisma 8 we have Inspirational. This is the opposite of Lone Wanderer. This will make your companions more effective in combat, with more damage and disabling friendly fire, and eventually your companions can carry more items. At Charisma 9 we have Wasteland Whisperer. This is a companion to the Animal Friend, but this time it is about mutant creatures from the wasteland. You can pacify them or sort of tame them. At Charisma 10, we have Intimidation. Along with Animal Friend and Wasteland Whisperer, Intimidation can let you pacify or sort of tame human beings. Next up, we have the Intelligence perks. Starting with Intelligence 1, Vance. In a previous video, I theorized that this would have to do with quick travel and stuff like that. Since then, it has become apparent that this is all about guiding you in VATS towards your quest target. So, if you played Dead Space 3, there was like a way to get a laser pointer line towards your current objective. And this could be very handy in special occasions like multi-level buildings, where you're kinda lost and want to find your objective. At Intelligence 2, we have Medic. The Medic perk is all about making your medical supplies even more efficient. Stimpaks will heal more, Rataways will remove more radiation, and they'll work more quickly. At Intelligence 4, we have Hacker. Hacking terminals has always been a staple of Fallout, and with this perk, you can hack more advanced terminals, as well as at rank 4, never get locked out of a terminal if you fail. Intelligence 5, Scrapper. This perk is all about the crafting system, and you can salvage stuff from environments and items, and with higher ranks you can get increasingly rare components. At Intelligence 6, we have Science. With this perk you can get higher ranks of high-tech mods. So for example, for laser and plasma guns, you'll need higher ranks in order to get better parts for it. At Intelligence 7 we have Chemist. With this perk your chems will last a lot longer. At Intelligence 8 we have Robotics Expert. With this perk you can pacify or tame or shut down robots. At Intelligence 9 we have Nuclear Physicist. With this perk you'll do more damage with radiation weapons, and you can use the fusion cores from the power armor a lot longer, and even use them as a grenade. So if you aren't aware, in this game the way power armor works, it's sort of like a vehicle that you run around in and then you can park it for more mobility. And the fusion core is basically your timer, how long you can use it at a time. At Intelligence 10 we have Nerd Rage. As your health drops, you will buff the heck out and do more damage and take less damage in combat. And at rank 3, you can even restore some lost health when you kill someone. Next we have the Agility perks. At Agility 1, we have Gunslinger. Gunslinger is all about being more effective with pistols, doing more damage, having increased range, and disarming your opponents, and even crippling. At Intelligence 2, we have Commando. And this is all about doing more damage, more accuracy, and staggering your opponents with automatic weapons. At Agility 3, we have Sneak. If you want to take a stealthy approach in situations where it is required, with this perk, you will be harder to detect, and you will no longer trigger floor-based traps or mines. And at higher levels, you can also run without being affected by penalties, and even vanish before your enemy's eyes. At Agility 4, we have Mr. Sandman. If you want to do sneak attacks, this is the one for you. At rank 1, you can also kill a sleeping person instantly. Agility 5, Action Boy. While you are in VATS, you will need action points to do stuff in there. And with Action Boy, you will regenerate action points even faster. At Agility 6, we have Moving Target. With this perk, you will take less damage and spend less action points while sprinting. Agility 7, Ninja. With this perk, you will do a lot more sneak attack damage with both ranged and melee weapons. Agility 8, Quick Hands. With this perk, you can reload guns faster, and it'll cost no action points while in VATS. Agility 9, Blitz. With this perk, You can close the distance by tackling people, which is pretty handy for a melee fighter. At agility 10 we have Gun Fu. This perk makes you more efficient in VATS when you are fighting multiple opponents, doing more damage and even instantly do critical hits when you are chaining together opponents. And then we have the Luck tree. At Luck 1 we have Fortune Finder. This perk is all about finding a lot of caps, be it in containers or in a loot explosion from enemies when they die. At Luck 2 we have Scrounger. With this perk you will find more ammo in containers. Luck 3, Bloody Mess. This perk has been around for a while. It'll make you able to gib your opponents, which means that they will explode into a bloody mess. And you will also do extra damage. And at rank 4, nearby enemies may suffer the same fate, so you can chain these together. At Luck 4, we have the Mysterious Stranger. On occasion, the Mysterious Stranger will appear in VATS to help out by killing people. And at rank 3, when he kills an opponent, your critical meter will get filled. At Luck 5 we have the Idiot Savant. This is a very interesting perk because it is sort of tied to intelligence, namely a lower intelligence. It'll make you randomly receive more XP from any action, and the lower your intelligence, the greater the chance of this proccing. At Luck 6, Better Criticals. Once you fill up your crit meter with this perk, you will do more damage with it. Luck 7, Critical Banker. With this perk, you can save your critical meter between fights, while it normally resets each encounter. Luck 8, Grim Reaper Sprint. With this perk, any kill in VATS will restore some action points and refill your critical meter. Luck 9, 4-Leaf Clover. This perk makes it so that each hit in VATS will have a chance of filling your critical meter. And lastly, Luck 10, Ricochet. With this perk, when your opponent shoots you, there is a chance that it'll just bounce off you and kill them instead. That is it for the list of perks. Now I want you to meet the character we are going to play as. I named this archetype the Adventure Leader. They will have a Strength score of 6, Perception 4, Endurance 3, Charisma 8, Intelligence 4, Agility 1, and Luck 2, which will give it some key perks. Mostly, it unlocks all the things I want in a well-rounded playthrough, as well as a focus on party play and exploration. So we have the strong back for pack ratting, so I don't have to go back to town and unload all the time. We have lockpick, we have hacker, we have scrounger, and we have the inspirational, which will give us a more efficient party, as well as all of the crafting stuff. I'll probably want to buff up my intelligence so I can get more XP, as well as get this fusion perk for when I get a power armor. I'm also probably gonna play a female character and hopefully romance a female companion. We'll have to see what the options are. Either way, I hope you are enjoying the Fallout 4 coverage, and I hope you are excited for my Let's Play. If you enjoyed this video, please thumbs up this video, leave a comment below, and share this video around. It really helps out, as well as subscribe for more coverage and the eventual Fallout 4 Let's Play. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time.